Hello! Welcome to planet Earth, a blue marble revolving around the sun and teeming with life. The surface consists of about 70% water and 30% land, and together they make up the biome, a network of ecosystems where varieties of plants and animals live through the circle of life. The variety of all living things is what you call biodiversity. And as you can see around you, mankind has highly benefited from it, from food to medicine and to money making. With all these benefits from biodiversity, we should all be obligated to sustain it for the current and future generations. But can you imagine our Earth without a single tree? Deforestation has been happening way before the earliest records, which date back to the 1900s. The island of Borneo consists of Brunei Darussalam, Kalimantan, Indonesia, and Sabah and Sarawak, Malaysia. It is home to one of the oldest rainforests in the world, harboring a uniquely abundant biodiversity. Our interest falls into the smallest country in the island, which is Brunei Darussalam. 72% of Brunei Darussalam is covered with forests, and yet, just as the global biodiversity is currently under threat, Brunei Darussalam is no exception. Despite the country's size, it has 7 types of forests within its borders. It's quite a lot for a small space.
Mixed dipterocarp forest covers 41% of the country's forests, occurs from sea level up to an elevation of 1,200 meters above sea level. It takes its name from the plant family Dipterocarpaceae, which dominates the forests. It is known for being one of the most complex ecosystems on Earth. Karangas is an Iban word which means land that cannot grow rice. It has acidic sandy soils and is often lacking in nutrients such as nitrogen. This impedes plant growth. Mangrove forest is one of the most biologically diverse forests. Mangroves are woody plants that specialize in living at brackish waters between land and sea where other plants cannot grow. They act as breeding grounds for fish, prawns, crabs, shellfish, and snails. They are one of the most threatened habitats in the world. Montane forests can be observed at 750 meters above sea level. They are similar to the mixed dipterocarp forest except for the presence of tree ferns, smaller trees, a dense layer of undergrowth, and a colder microclimate. It is also called mossy forest since the trees and branches are covered with mosses. Beach forest is a coastal forest ecosystem that is found above the high tide mark in sandy soil. It is adapted to adverse growing conditions. They play an important role in land stabilization by preventing the silting up of coastal lagoons and protect human settlements from moving sand dunes. Freshwater forests can be found mostly on alluvial soils in valleys and along watercourses flooded by fresh water. They are usually the next forest type to develop behind mangrove swamps. They are characterized by different compositions based on the depth and duration of flooding and type of substrate. Peat-swamp forest is a forest ecosystem developed on undecomposed and partly decomposed organic matter that has raised the peaty soil into a dome above the normal flood level. It is also an important carbon sink. It holds more carbon than any other known natural ecosystem.
The government of Brunei Darussalam, through relevant agencies, have been actively engaging in the protection, conservation, and management of our biodiversity and environment. For example, utilizing the principle of sustainable forest management, no logging policies in peat swamp forests, no plastic all day initiative, 3R campaigns, tree planting activities, enactment of several policies and legislations for the proper management, protection, and conservation of the environment, as well as Brunei Darussalam's commitment to the Heart of Borneo initiative. The Heart of Borneo initiative is a voluntary transboundary agreement between Brunei Darussalam, Indonesia, and Malaysia in trying to collectively and jointly conserve and sustainably manage the biodiversity for the benefit of the people within it. The Heart of Borneo spans on an area of about 22 million hectares through the highlands, rainforests, and the lowlands of the three member countries. Brunei Darussalam has allocated about 58% of its total land area as a commitment towards Heart of Borneo. It is important for us to understand the goal of the initiative, for it is not an effort to create a giant park and lock away developmental activities. Rather, it promotes development to be carried out in a harmonious and sustainable manner in accordance to the principle of sustainable development. The initiative is very much in line with the government's policy in order to ensure that our forest resources and its biodiversity will continue to be managed in a sustainable manner. Moreover, the initiative is important to ensure that our forest resources can also have a significant impact and contribution towards addressing the current regional and global environmental issues. Heart of Borneo initiative is about sustainability. With all this in mind, should we only rely on the government when it comes to protecting the environment? No. The responsibility should be shared among us. Here's what we can do to help. We should not litter, and in relation to that, get ourselves involved in cleaning campaigns and joining green activities. Besides that, we should also stop open burning and perhaps integrate the 3R lifestyle: reuse, reduce, and recycle to our daily routine. We can also practice responsible ecotourism, and finally, we can help increase the public awareness in doing all these. So there we go. With a little bit of a helping hand from all of us, little by little, we will make the world a better, greener place. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoy your stay on planet Earth.